Order?
For today.
Thank you. Let's review and act on the minutes of June 12th, 2023.
I think, would it be appropriate to introduce our new member before we start
I'm
that
sorry.
part?
Yeah.
Please go ahead. Introduce yourself.
And then we can introduce ourselves too.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Cobra, and I am new member, and I am senior. I'm happy to be part of this committee. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Glad you're here.
I'm Freddie. I graduated from college in 2019. I graduated from Shrewsbury High School in 2015. And I've been on this committee since January. And I'm just trying to do my best.
I'm Holly Millershank. I live here in Shrewsbury, and I'm the senior minister at the First Congregational Church right on the town common. And I was on for a one-year term that was just renewed for a full 3-year term. So I'm happy to be here too.
Congratulations and welcome everyone.
Yeah.
So I am Bindu Gupta. I am the co-chair, and I have been on this committee from January as well. I'm here, I think, for a 2-year term, so I'm a couple more, 1.5 years, I guess. So welcome. Do you want to say something else about yourself?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
So we were talking about to review and act on the minutes of June 12th, 2023. Has everybody reviewed it?
I have.
So
I would be happy to make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
I second that motion.
awesome.
Take a vote. You'll take a vote
We
now.
have to take a
so all
vote.
in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
She hasn't seen it, so
No,
that's
she would
Mhm.
abstain.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
thank you. So now the third point on our agenda is the new business. And review and act on recommendations for adoption of the land acknowledgement statement. So this was circulated to us, and we have given it a lot of thought. We have reviewed it over the past few months.
Mm-hmm.
This could be Adiola.
Okay.
Do we have to accept it, or is it
Usually they can accept it from
from the media room? Okay.
the media room, but
Okay.
I will log into the meeting and accept it.
It says, "Are you still there?"
What does it say?
I can only read the first line. It says, "Are you still there?"
Oh, because no one's really clicked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, it looks like we're okay.
Okay.
All right.
So this assignment fell to me after our last meeting to go ahead and put our thoughts down on paper, because we had been doing a lot of discussion but hadn't actually sort of coalesced into a document that we could pass on to the select board. So that's where it comes from, and more than happy to answer any questions. I hope that it reflects our conversation so far.
It does.
I really like the use of the map.
Good.
Just because I enjoy that a
Mhm.
lot.
So are we ready to act on it?
I feel comfortable with that.
Yep.
Would you like to make the motion?
Okay, I move to approve
Recommend
recommend the
adoption.
adoption of the land acknowledgement statement and recommendations by our committee.
I second it.
Okay.
Do we take a vote on this?
Yep.
Yep. Take a vote.
So let's vote on this. All those in favor? Aye. So we have this settled. And now we go to the next agenda, which is old business. Review and discuss planning for Juneteenth event 2024, which was in June. So we have decided, I think, that we'll keep this in our old business and continue talking about it so that we can plan better for next year also.
Yeah.
But any input is welcome.
I'm not sure I have input on that at the current moment. We might want to potentially get on like by like September, doing a proposal for a more formal proposal for what we would propose to do, just so that we know what we're looking to do, maybe, because we already had potential plans to make a proposal, but it was just coming up too fast. So if we maybe made a subcommittee and did that, like part 2, I guess, to just get the ball rolling on that, so that we can propose what we're gonna and discuss ideas as we come up with them.
I think that's a great suggestion.
So just to clear, in September, we'll make the subcommittee.
Yeah.
It sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Now we're going to the next one. Review and discuss the multicultural festival.
That was me, and we have an upcoming meeting to touch base on the multicultural festival. We meet again on the 12th, so this week on Wednesday at the Senior Center with all of those who are participating. Again, the multicultural event will be held, we moved it to be the first weekend in September so that it wouldn't be back-to-back with Spirit of Shrewsbury. And I'll report back on any specifics in terms of location or things like that.
Awesome. And do you know what time it is? And because it's summer, I may be available. Or do they think that one person is enough?
Oh, it would be great if somebody wants to join. It's 9:30 at the Senior Center is the meeting for the group.
Okay. I would love to attend that.
Great.
And see if we can do something. So we have some time for that. So we'll keep that in review and discuss until we are accomplished.
Yeah.
The last meeting we had for this, I mean, you met some people at the senior center. We had the DEIB meeting. We didn't have anything in between, right?
No.
Okay, so, okay. Now we'll review the third point, which is review and discuss DEIBC logo, contest, website, and calendar. So we were thinking about doing a contest for the logo, and I think Taylor was going to get back to us because something similar was done in the past.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
DPW department ran a logo contest. I also, at your last meeting, you talked about wanting to have a booth at Spirit of Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
And I did confirm that the town is going to be having its own booth, which
Great.
your committee could be a part of.
That's perfect.
And then you would be able to hand out your calendars or whatever other giveaways you wanted, and you could just be part of the town's booth, which I think would be perfect.
Yeah, when I emailed Taylor about it, that's what she told. She said that the town was going to have 2 booths, so we could latch onto that for now, so that we can get our name out there, I guess.
But I still think the logo contest is a really good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
It would
I-
raise awareness in the community also about this committee.
Because in the folder of stuff that Taylor sent us, the DPW logo contest guidelines from 2021 were posted, and I skimmed through them a little bit, and I think this could be adapted to our purposes as a logo contest. So I mean, I made a note saying saying that maybe we don't need to make a subcommittee to adapt this to our purposes, but maybe two people could plan to get together or email back and forth about that and have something prepared for next meeting to discuss with everyone about that.
So remind me the date again when are we have the booth for the Shrewsbury?
Spirit of Shrewsbury is the 24th of September.
Yeah, I think the expo is the 23rd,
Okay.
and the parade is.
I knew it was that
24th.
weekend, yeah.
Okay. Do we have a banner for us too? Or we wait for the logo and then go for the banner?
Yeah, we need to wait for the logo
Okay.
and then, because
The town has a banner,
Okay.
but if you wanted to do your own banner, you'd want to get your logo together probably.
Yeah.
first.
Correct. The thing was, the awareness comes, it's partially both. You have both of them going on. Okay.
If people could, I mean, to Freddie's point, right, if you worked on the guidelines, you could approve them at your next meeting and
yeah.
also do the logo contest so that you could have it approved and
By
ready
September meeting.
for a
yeah.
banner.
Well, actually, what might be really nice would be to have that as part of our interactive part of our booth. Have posters up with, any options that have come in and have people vote for the one that they like, because then we need something that.
And we
gets
can have a
people-
QR code for that. Just scan it and
Interactive.
vote for it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a great idea.
Okay, awesome. So we have approximately 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see. We need to do the contest, get the logo in, and have the top maybe couple of them to be
Sure.
voted on that day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we make the subcommittee or 2 people today?
Yeah.
That would be terrific.
Since it was my idea, I could be on that. I am going away for a week starting Wednesday, but I can email and I'm taking my computer with me and
Awesome.
stuff. So, because we don't have to actually meet in person, we can
No.
just email.
No.
Would you like me to join your?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you. The next part of that is the website. This was the logo part. Now we'll work on the website.
I think that was just an ongoing conversation that we've been having with Taylor, particularly. We imagine that it'll be a source where people can find information such as a diversity calendar or upcoming events, but we've just never initiated getting it off the ground.
And having the logo would really help too.
Yeah.
Brighten it up. So yeah, the website and the calendar can go together. So we'll keep that in a review and discuss for next time too. And to add to this, where we were talking about having a booth at Spirit of Shrewsbury, in the last meeting we had a discussion that ISW does something, which is the India Society of Worcester. And if we could have a booth over there, they do something at DCU Center in Worcester. So that's another platform that we can create awareness, and they have a non-profit booth too, but I'm not sure if they're exhausted with that. But if possible, then we would like to represent ourselves there too. And that's the beginning of August, around the 4th of August, I believe. So I tried to follow up with Pankaj-ji, and he said, you take the ball. So I'm running with it. So I have been making some calls and trying to figure it out today, and hopefully it is done. If it is not, we'll find more opportunities, I guess.
Yeah.
And please let us know the dates and times so that we can support and be there
Yes, of
at the
course.
booth. Okay.
I think it's August 4th. I think it's from 12 to 7. Unless and until they confirm, we don't know if we are going.
Okay.
So I will let you guys know.
And also let Taylor know if you need the banner, the Town of Shrewsbury banner to use if you're gonna have a table.
Okay. Talking about the booth, I had tried to approach the library to find out. They always have the booth at Spirit of Shrewsbury, what they give out and what kind of stuff attracts the crowd. So they have like a spinning wheel where it has different prizes, a lollipop or a game or whatever. And they buy it off Amazon or something and they get like hundreds of, it's almost like the dentist's office candy. So, so that looked like a good idea because we are still new and adults and young people, everybody likes to go to the booth where
Yeah.
they're giving out something.
Yeah.
So if it is possible, we would like to dip into the budget maybe somewhere and get a few things for the people to hand out a few things, I mean.
Mhm.
So do we need to put that in the agenda for next week to get it sanctioned, or is it like that we
No,
can
just put it in the minutes, but that's an expense that can be covered,
Okay.
definitely.
Is there any other point to be discussed before we adjourn?
One is that if you want, I can look around and see what giveaways. Do you want me to do that? To look for some,
Yeah. Even
that would-
Party City has this.
right,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
potential. Okay.
Yeah, don't go out of your way, I know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. Got some other stuff going on in life.
But if you're
Yeah.
anywhere shopping and
Yeah.
you see something interesting, that's, and I believe that you have to not purchase it, but
We'll check with Taylor on the
Yeah.
best way to
what
go
the
about
procedure,
it.
we don't know.
Okay.
So
We'll check.
don't buy it yet.
No, don't
Yeah,
buy
no,
it
I
yet.
won't.
We'll check with Taylor on how to purchase.
We ever like going back to the diversity calendar thing? Did we ever approve which one we were going to base ours on or use or?
We liked the PTA one the best.
Yeah.
But that one is a web enabled one. It's not a single page
Single
printout
page.
one.
Yeah. So like maybe we could decide that like at the next meeting we could discuss more what we would put on one that we'd print out.
Like a single page.
Single page of upcoming.
Yeah.
Like maybe just because maybe we'd hand them out at Spirit of Shrewsbury and then we could go from
Yeah.
stuff that only put stuff from September through December because that's till the end of the year, and then
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
just for the one we give out at Spirit of Shrewsbury and even the multicultural festival, because we don't need to like we wouldn't need to put ones that had already passed because and then that gives us some time to get together a more formal full year one for 2024.
Okay.
Or we could do the academic year, because most of them are students, and we have a lot of diverse cultures here, and
Yeah.
everybody
yeah.
celebrates something or the other throughout the year.
Yeah.
So we could have including different festivals and what people celebrate, and maybe a QR code where if they want to
Look at
again
the-
go back to our website and do an in-depth dive as to what is what.
Yeah.
Because a lot of answers are not met online. Like there's a web of confusion, I feel.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll have to go through that and make sure that we
And-
include the PTA
Because you
or
also need to know, like, if you Google when is such and such holiday, recognizing which websites are telling you the correct information or which ones are saying information from 5 years ago or
like Wikipedia is not the right source. And
Yeah.
a lot of the youngsters feel that that's what the online stuff says. So
yeah.
I think putting in the right information as much as we know,
Or, like,
we can back
what
it up.
vetted sources we can
Yes.
be like, hey, if you want to know what the Jewish holidays are, check out this website because we know and trust their information
Yeah.
more than
Authentic
this other
places,
website.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because that way, because we get a lot of students, we get a lot of school crowd during the Spirit
Yeah.
of Shrewsbury. And they would be really interested to know about the different cultures, and friends talk about, like, for example, as a teacher being in the school, they ask about Diwali, and this is something they don't have. They will tell their friends, I know what it is,
Yeah.
or what Holi is, or
Yeah.
whatever the other festivals
Yeah.
are. So
Yeah.
I think that would be a good point to make.
Yeah, like, so make one that goes through, for Spirit of Shrewsbury specifically, one that goes through the end of the school year. And then we can figure out, not permanent one, because a lot of them change every year to year, but like, we can then figure out a summer one or something and move on from there, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And then I just had one other question, given we have new members, are there members who have rotated off? Where are we sort of at in terms of our membership?
Yeah, I can answer that for you. So the select board did the appointments at our meeting at the end of June, and the only member that rotated off was George, because George was the student member, and that is specifically a one-year term. And so that is where Kubra comes in. So she was appointed to be the student member for this year. And everyone else was reappointed. So you and Pankaj were both reappointed.
Great. That's what I was curious. So we may want to also look at our officer roles again, because George was serving as our secretary. So that may be something for us to note for a future meeting.
Yeah.
Isn't not automatically given that the next person who comes in gets that duty? Or do we
I mean,
have to
that would-
accept, have to accept, okay.
Yeah.
Or, I'm just learning, I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Or if somebody wants to volunteer to
Yeah,
take up that job.
That sounds like something we should probably wait for more members
People.
to be here, because
Yeah.
To participate.
at this point, we could just be like, hey, we're gonna make so-and-so do it, and they aren't here to
That's
say
right.
yes or no. Because like, I would offer to do it, because I'm good at formatting things, but I'm also very bad at, like if I had a computer in front of me taking notes, I would be paying attention to this, and then I'd be, oh wait, someone said something, what did you say? This is why my accommodations in school were, you can have a computer out, but I never did, because I was just, oh look, that's Facebook.
Valid point.
Yeah.
Is anything else to be discussed for today? Or we are good?
Do you have anything you want to bring up?
Not today.
Not today. Acceptable. Holly, anything?
We had talked about whether we were going to meet throughout the summer or not, so we actually didn't decide last time if we were gonna have an August meeting. So that would be a decision for us to have tonight. When's our next time we're meeting? It's either gonna be August 14th, which I would probably recommend, given that Spirit of Shrewsbury will come upon us very quickly.
Yeah.
So if we want to
I
touch
agree.
base, we should probably still meet in
And then
our next
we'd-
meeting.
Be able to have to talk about logo contest
Yeah.
stuff.
So, August 14th is the next meeting?
Yes.
Okay. Can I call one meeting?
Yeah.
So,
Motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn?
Second?
We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.